Please, Mr. Danny Foubister!
Thank you, Mr. Deegan. Thank you, sir. You all right there, bro? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
They're all right, you know. You said they're all not better queer, they're not. How are we?
Brilliant.
I'm going to say Happy New Year twice because my wife's Chinese, so we had two New Years this year. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, and Happy New Year again. I'll do a few more and I can get off, can't I? Happy Valentine's Day, that's coming up, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Actually, I'm hoping that 2012 will be a good year because I've had quite a bit of bad news in my family last year, so thank you for your sympathy. That was very contrived. Must be good beer, anyway. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to share some of my family's pain with you this evening. I know it's a comedy night, but I got lost on the way in. I've still got two grandfathers, fortunately. They were both served in the war. My first granddad was in the catering corps. Which, not to be laughed at, you know. Yeah, an army marches on his stomach. He made the cakes, and the sweets kind of thing, which was nice, but I don't think he was very good, to be honest. My nan always used to say he was just a useless fucking deserter. My second granddad, he's a bit ill actually. He thinks the war's still on. He actually he fought the Japanese at the Burma campaign, jungle warfare, not pretty, I tell you. That's a bit difficult for my nan, so I try and help her out, I try and take my granddad out for a day if I can. Took him to a garden centre last Monday. That was a mistake. He went AWOL, lost him for 3 days. I found him again on Thursday. He'd been hiding in a palm tree, but by the time I found him, he'd managed to garrot two of the staff with a receipt. So never mind. Then there's my auntie Masami, who lives down in Worcester. You can probably guess from her name, she's Japanese. Used to be such a lovely, outgoing woman, but she suffers from depression now, unfortunately. Manic depression, it's really sort of gone right like that. Which is a shame, She had to give up her hobby, which was a great shame for her. She used to do like a Beatles tribute act in all the local pubs around Worcester. Well, that's all gone to the wall now, I'm afraid. First of all, we knew something was wrong when she changed her stage name. She used to come out as Yoko Ono, and then it became Yoko. Oh no! No! But she kind of got away with that. That wasn't too bad. But then the songs started getting affected. You can't change a Beatles songs, can you? It was let it be, let it be, let it be the end of the world. That was one. Then there was all you need is love, da 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 da. All you need is love. 6 Prozac and some support from your alleged husband and family. So, thankfully, the uncle persuaded her to sort of, hang up her boots on that one and spend a bit more time at home. But she still has a creative outlet, which is important, I think, She now makes Star Wars themed Japanese frying pans, which she sells online. Where the fuck is this going is what you're thinking, so if you ever need one of those, please support her. Her website is www.ewok.com. Unfortunately, you may not know this, but clinical depression is actually hereditary, so her son, my cousin obviously, Haiku James, he's also now seriously depressed. He's 15, so he spends a lot of time in his bedroom really with the curtains closed on, on the computer. But fortunately he's quite web savvy, and he's a bit of an entrepreneur, so he's actually been able to turn his depression into something useful, and he started up a few businesses from his bedroom. His first one was an online dating site for depressed teenagers. I think that was called Find an Emo. He then did like an eBay kind of site, an auction site where people could buy and sell funerals and related paraphernalia. That was called Morbid. And his latest one's a bit controversial if you ask me, but it looks like he's going ahead. He's opening up like a woodland park scenic area for people who want to kill themselves. He's calling that one the Babylon Gardens of Hanging. Yeah. Thank you very much. What a good crowd. I've got an auntie and uncle up in Paisley, which is near Glasgow, for those who don't know, and they're a lovely couple, but a bit too heavy on the old LSD during the 60s and the 70s, so we kind of a bit of a fallout with most of my family. He thinks he's Johnny Cash. He's always walking around the house in a hat and, you know, walking a line and shit. My auntie, she thinks she's Carrie Fisher, so she's forever dressing up as bloody Princess Leia and shit. It's a bit weird. I mean, like I say, they are harmless, but it's a bit embarrassing, you know, getting Christmas cards from Cash and Carrie everywhere. Then there's my Uncle Rob, who's, you know, again a nice fella, but he's in therapy at the moment. He's got a fetish that needs some support with. He's apparently sexually attracted to high-quality swimwear. So he's the UK's first speedophile. Well, you know, that's not judge. Each to their own and all that. But he's lucky, you know, he's got support from my auntie Christine. She's standing by him. You love my auntie Christine, she's brilliant. She's my favourite auntie. Although it's strange, actually. She rings me like every week, you know, just for a bit of a chat. But in my phone, you can only put 12 characters maximum in the name field for some reason. So when she rings, it says, incoming call from Antichrist. And finally, there's my Uncle Stu, who is a high-flying accountant. I mean, really top level. He did the accounts for the Guinness family, for BAE Systems. He's retired already, he's only 52. But, you know, as with many people who are sort of very talented in a field, you know, he can never really switch off. He's just always charts and figures and stuff. It's really not just such annoying, it's embarrassing sometimes, you know. We were walking down Market Street about 3 weeks ago, doing a bit of shopping, and this homeless guy comes up to us. He says, yeah, gents, got to spare a bit of change for a job, and I got 20p, and I'm not eating for 3 days. And I was like, oh shit, you know. And my uncle said, and how does that compare to the same period last year? Listen guys, you have been absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much.